Hello wonderful people, Connor Whitmore here again with another video for you on the Nawtystep channel. Coming through today with another reaction video, another first listen video. We got 12 new cuts from Sharks, which in itself a very exciting thing. This project, this collection of tunes, posing in a sense, in a way, as an album, as an exclusively SoundCloud release, not on Spotify, Apple Music or anything like that. But unfortunately, with these 12 tunes, we have the accompaniment of a post and an announcement, an update of sorts from Sharks, who has let us know that with these tracks and a couple other singles, a couple other releases that are going to come out on labels, and I suppose not the too distant future, in the imminent future, that he is going to be stepping back from music production, from making music, following the release of all this music, which is a massive shame. One of the very best in the underground of bass music, one of the most talented, both audio-wise and visually as well, when it came to all the visualizers and movies and music videos and stuff that accompanied his music that he made himself. Just an incredible talent, and will go down, I think, even though he hasn't been around that long, maybe 3 or 4 years or so, will still go down, I think, if this does end up being the final music that he puts out under the Sharks moniker as one of the very best that Color Bass has ever seen. So yeah, definitely a shame. Loved his music. I've covered it quite a lot on the channel, but also I think a good thing that he's noticed that something's not quite right with him, that he's not feeling great, that he has to take this step back to improve his mental health and get better and focus on himself and just, step outside of the daily intensity that comes with, keeping up a brand. He mentioned in the post that no one was really helping him scale the Sharks project, so it was all coming from him, which must have been exhausting. And so yeah, that's going to take a toll. The burnout is going to be crazy doing all of that when you're thinking about the level of production value, again, both audio, visually as well, track on track, release on release from him over the years. So yeah, just happy that he's been able to notice that again, take a step back from it and make some good steps towards just healing and feeling better overall. So yeah, here we go, the final extensive collection of tunes from Sharks. Again, we've got 12 tunes here, and the opener here is called Maze of Affection. Okay, let's go. Wow, this introduction so far. Very animated, extremely colourful, some fantastic synth usage. Just feels very excitable and playful. Big fan so far. Oh! Honestly, the sound choice, the general colour, the way all the melodies are agreeing with each other here, it's just expert stuff. Really beautiful track to open up there. Lots of little motifs kind of sprinkled across the tune, whether it be in the introduction with all the chirpy kind of vocal play, or the heaviness that we get, little ideas in the first drop and the second drop that are repeated really well. Production's fantastic. I kind of had the thought that if it isn't strictly an album per se, it's more just a collection of tracks that he's kind of finished and is putting out there, that it wouldn't listen like an album. It wouldn't have like a drawn out introduction per se and really kind of draw you in like an album that is trying to tell a story would. That it might just be a collection of tunes that he's just kind of putting together. But no, that does have the feel, I think, of an album kicker offer, if you know what I mean. It has that charm about it, really bringing you in with that introduction, and just as an introductory tune overall, telling you what Sharks' style is all about for this final extensive collection of tunes from him. Love the colour, the sound choice. Again, production is exceptional, incredible. So yeah, big fan of that. Lots of stuff to remember on top of the sound usage as well. Spaced Out is track number 2. Oi, oi. It's a little bit of a wibbly wobbler. Oi, oi. A lot more stripped back, a lot more chilled, I think, this one, but still with the same kind of feeling, and the production being as watertight and plump and gorgeous on the ear. Yeah, again, I'm a fan. Oi! Oi! I like how he's continually returning to this vocal sample. It just builds the story, keeps you locked in, and has that little catchy thing, that motif, that earworm, just to keep you going back to the tune. Yeah, nice chilled follow-up that to the opener. Just, yeah, a lot more laid back, a lot more stripped back as well. Not quite as in your face, just a more chilled outlay of Shark style, which I think allows the production to be felt just that little bit more, the warmth of all the sound that we're getting there, the sound design just kind of ringing true and making itself that bit more available than when there's just loads going on, loads of sounds kind of taking your attention in different directions and whatnot. The vocal, really good. I like how that's dropped in across the tune, makes it catchy, makes it memorable, that little hook just to bring you back in, make you remember it readily and easily. The first drop brings in the heaviness well. It's got that ding 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 ding, which I like, a nice little dynamic between sounds going on there. The second drop trudged on a little bit, wasn't quite as easy to get into. I found the flow a little bit more awkward, but the first drop left the first impression in a good way. So yeah, a nice second tune there for the collection. Next up we have the title tune, Viridescent Tears. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's lovely. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh, mate, yeah, that's the one so far. That's the one. Those sounds are just fucking flooring me. Yeah, based on the first half here, definitely my picks so far. Just got that attacking feel, a bit more gnarliness about it. Not to say that, that's necessary, but it just gives it that little bit more bite, just elevates it beyond not having that much of an idea to having like a proper idea about it. Oh, the little ticking percussion in the background. Oi, oi, oi. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, my definite pick so far has everything there is to like and enjoy for me about Sharks' style. Just a really neatly trimmed and cut off tune with the melody, the colour, just all agreeing with each other. Every single sound making sense there. There's nothing that's kind of out of place. The darting about of certain lasers that we got, and then juxtaposed and contrasted with all the growly sounds that we got, and all the while through this kind of underwater lens that gives it this really vivid appeal, as if you're there in the water, just kind of feeling this track, wash over you like a continuous stream, a waterfall of colourful water just kind of cascading around you. Really beautiful. Love the sound design. I think it's particularly apparent here, just sounding really good on the ear. And yeah, just not really putting a foot wrong, that one, with the catchiest ideas I think so far. So yeah, enjoying that one quite a bit. Next up we have Argon. Oh, it's a little housey bopper. It's a little housey bopper. Oi. Ooh. Very cheeky indeed. Yeah, very cheeky indeed. kind of curious where it's going to go from here. Is it going to be completely different for a final drop if we get one? Oh, we are going to get one. Oh, and it just dips into more of a garagey beat. Oi, 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 oi. It was a pretty simple tune until that little switch up at the end with the garage, which was fantastic. Just gave it that little bit of elevation, that little bit of a spike at the end, just to pique the interest of the listener that little bit more. Because yeah, before that, it is lovely. It is very nice. It's just kind of Sharks style through a house format. But the ideas weren't particularly like arresting or anything like that. It was just like, okay, this is a nice tune. All the sounds are there. The production's there as per. There's a marriage between everything going on without maybe like a genuine idea to kind of latch onto. It was just good sounds. It was just nice Sharks design, again, in a house format. But that little turn at the end with the garage just really does put the whole track, I think, in a different context and give a different perspective on it, knowing that he always had that kind of ambition and adventure with it at the end, just to make that little change, that little alteration for the final drop, which was lovely. So yeah, just another nice tune with a fantastic little turn at the end there. Next up, we have track number 5, I think. Yes, it is called Flashbacks. Ooh. Ooh. By the way, pretty much all the snares so far, if not all the snares, just bellissimo, top notch. Yeah, this has got some of the best breaks, if you know what I mean, this track, of the ones we've heard so far. Just those little moments that catch you off guard a bit. Yeah, little bits like that, little bits like that. Yeah, one of the best melodies as well. Don't know if you'd call that quite a lead line, but you know, similar thing to a melody, but that is one of the most catchy on this collection of music so far. Yeah, I mean, another nice tune. It's got some nice kind of break moments, and there's a really nice melody that I just touched on there, which gives it, again, that bit of story, that bit of charm, and added kind of allure that maybe a couple of the ones that have come before it don't quite have, without that melodic prowess so clearly on show. Not the most like arresting ideas on that one, again, compared with other ideas that we've got so far on this collection of music, but just doing a load of good Shark stuff once again, without once more just like properly grabbing you with the ideas, and just a little bit, maybe just a little bit over before it truly gets going at just 2 minutes 20. But yeah, still a nice tune to add to the collection here. Next up, we have Unexpected Punch. Ooh, what are we going to get here? Like that snare. That snare's an unexpected punch. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for nothing. Oi! Ooh! Oh, that's mean. That is nasty. Very chunky sound that we're getting here. Very textured and rich. Even more so than, you know, a classic, normal, usual Sharks tune. Oh, big fake out. Go on then. Ooh. There's a lot of this kind of percussive layout as well when it comes to the heaviness, you know, the dubstep obviously in particular, that... Damn son, the snare is fat. The snare is most certainly fat. One of my favourites on the collection so far, with that rave energy that establishes in the introduction and the build, which is one of the best introductions, I think, not only on this collection, but from him ever. Just really got you in the mood. A very dark, almost techno-y kind of feel about it. Underground rave influence built up really, really well, which we also get at various other parts in the tune a bit later on, so reintroduced very effectively as well, that ravey flavour. And then the heaviness, it's just got a lot lot of bite about it, a lot of demonic appeal. This was just a bit more guttural. It had a real kind of grit and gravel about it, which was lovely. A really good range of different sounds used, and all brought together very, very well within that boom, boom, cat, you know, that kind of percussive layout and format with the drums, which yet again across the board, percussion just absolutely sterling, superb stuff. Next up we have the first one that is around the 1 minute mark. This one is called Brain Damage. I assume we're just going to get, you know, a bit of an idea here, maybe just an introduction and a drop, probably something that isn't completely finished, or it might just be an interlude of some sort. But yeah, let's give it a whirl. Brain Damage. Mate, honestly, the design is just enough to melt your brain. My name's there, gonna break it down. Ugh. Ooh, yes. Ooh. I felt a bit like a kid in a sweet shop when I heard that. It just felt like I was surrounded and kind of engulfed by this just walls of sweets and just colourful sugary things just all up in my face, just kind of trying to grab my attention. Like that was the image it was providing me with. I just had that all around me, which is good. I mean, very effective in what he was trying to do there, Sharks. Very, very good touches as well. Little moments where vocals kind of interjected and gave it a little bit of a hop and a skip kind of feel about it. And just quite glitchy and circuit boardy, if you know what I mean. Just a little bit of a technological kind of glitchy flavour to it, which was nice. But yeah, just mad, wild sound design on show there. Next up, we have the first collaboration on this project with Noir. So quite an exciting little combination of artists we've got here. This one is called Meteor Anger. First one as well that's over 4 minutes, I think, to my knowledge. I think I'm right in saying that. Wow. Oh. Yeah, I enjoyed that progression quite a bit with that. With those little jumping out, interjecting vocal touches. That was nice because the first release, the initial original drop we got there just didn't. I don't think it quite had a thing about it. I was like, yes, really feeling that, really getting me in the groove. Oh my days. Let me pause it. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. That is the collective powers of Sharks and Noir right there. That's going to need a little bit of a rewind on that biatch. Oh. Oh, wow. That's the best drop. That's the best drop on the whole thing so far. Yeah, I mean, thanks to that second drop, definitely, again, one of the best on the project so far, without question. Really does take it to another level with that final section, because, yeah, in the first half, not gonna lie, took a little bit of a while to get going. I think the first drop comes in, just needed that something else just to, yeah, spruce it up, elevate it a bit. Got that nice little progression with the vocal touch, just kind of chiming in here and there. But even then, not like fully moved. But my God, that second drop, absolutely insane. The skittish percussion that we got, just kind of giving it that energy, that life. All the dagger-like kind of growling and snarling sounds kind of jabbing in continuously, repeatedly, again and again. Just the outlay there and the arrangement between them, between Sharks and Noir. absolutely insane, just fantastic stuff. I mean, yeah, the first drop sounded just a little bit muddled, like they didn't quite know what they were going to go for conceptually with that first half, but yeah, the second half just really brought it to life, and for me the most impressive, just the most star-studded and standout drop that we have had on this collection of music so far. But yeah, moving on, now we have a track called Noir, not a producer called Noir featuring, but a track called Noir, track number 9. I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh. Oy. Yeah, nice. Some more really nice vocal play. Oh. There we go. This is another one of the best on the collection. I'm just going to have to say it. Lots of good here. Lots of great sound usage. Fantastic. Just more vocal chopping that is really, really on point. Really functioning well within the tune. Ooh. Mate, so many good touches here, so many good touches. There's loads going on. That is one of the most complete on the project so far, just got so much going for it and it all working together really well. Whether we're talking about the little fuzzy stabs that we get in the introduction, the midsection as well leading up to the second drop, you've got great vocal touches here, you've got really memorable motifs when it comes to the sound choice and the sound play. Yeah, very much strutting his stuff with that particular tune. It's just not that often really that you get multiple different things firing and just working together really effectively, and that's what we get on that cut right there. So yeah, another good one. Next up we have another 1 minuter, an ID and another collaboration, Sharks and Dion Timmer. Maybe this is one that will be coming out as a fully fledged single at some point, one of the singles that Sharks will be dropping on an actual label. So yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah, that's good. This is real early housey on kind of vibes, you know, just when that label was starting out, trying to capture that proper future rhythm kind of flavour. Very much did that with that second drop for sure. Yeah, I wonder how that cut's going to turn out when it is like fully fleshed out. But yeah, that second drop, lovely. First drop was okay, not too much to remark on there. That second drop really did kind of bring it to life, give it that proper glitzy future rhythm kind of flavour, sparkly and lovely on the ear. Maybe it'll be drawn out a bit with like an extensive midsection or intro, whatever, but yeah, decent idea there, particularly for the second drop. Penultimately we have Light Seeker. Ooh, it's another housey kind of, but it's like a complex stroke kind of thing. Oh, yeah, those little break moments at the end of each kind of drop section, I think. Each bar, I think that's what it was. But yeah, just had the really nice just to get those, you know, proper overt bits of musicality. You can have all the chords you want, you can have all the underlying musicality kind of propping the track up, but just having those little sparkly touches there, just show us what Sharks is all about. Another good tune for the collection overall, I think, just in terms of providing variety, and it's not just another simple kind of house cut. It's got that kind of format, that kind of percussive layout, but more of a complexitory feel, you know, adding and weaving those gravelly, robotic, deeply resonant dubstep sounds into that housey format to give it more of a complexitory kind of feel. Again here, I think, not looking at some of the most remarkable ideas on the collection, sorry, when it comes to the drops, the main ideas we get here, but each one does have really good touches that make it memorable, like those little bursts of melody that we get, do-do-do-do-do-do, and then just those, jabbing, complexitory stabs that we get, which are effective in keeping you locked in and keeping the energy of the track up very well. So yeah, good bit of grisly, high-paced stuff there, material, just as we're drawing to a close here. Speaking of drawing to a close, we have the final cut, which is called Healing Bird. I have a feeling this one might be a little bit poignant, just kind of reflects where Sharks is at the moment personally. Oh wow, wow. I think more than any other on this collection of music so far, really feeling the emotion of that one, really, really strongly. Felt quite moved by it, just the tone of that jabbing vocal touch, the really, really good. Almost entering a bit of a neuro situation here, like Cohen sound vibes, genuinely. What a beautiful way to end the project. I mean, of all the tracks we got here, I think that was the one that moved me the most, that had the most kind of emotional pull to it. And then as well, when you lob in the title, the whole kind of healing aspect and where he's at personally, it just all ties up together really, really well. Very effective in the emotion it's trying to provide here. Those vocal stabs that we got in the first drop really, really moved me. I don't know why. Like I was saying, I was kind of caught in between wanting to get up and wanting to pause it, but then I was also just like, yeah, this has really got a hold and a grip of me, and I'm feeling quite taken aback by it. And just really got me in the feels, that one. That was really arresting in a really compelling way. Just the way as well that it kind of morphed and transformed into this neuro song in the second half, a bit of a Cohen sound tribute almost, with all that, again, watery and very vivid imagistic design that we've heard from Sharks before, but it took another level in that moment. Just a real standstill, time-stopping kind of moment where you're just like, yeah, I'm sorry I'm leaving you guys for a bit, but I just need to give you one more last massive dose of my incredible sound design. And that's exactly what we get, just kind of isolated in this really stunning, glacial, icy kind of way. You can really feel it just kind of whooshing over your body. Just stunning around, beautiful. That is another one of my definite picks on this collection of music, which was pretty impressive across the board, if I'm being honest. I think I like all of them to a degree, but there are definitely some that I prefer more than others, whether we're talking about Viridescent Tears, the title track, or Flashbacks. I like the Noir collaboration as well quite a bit. The second drop we got there, Healing Bird that we just heard. There are others I'm definitely forgetting, but yeah, those ones I think, just thinking back now, definitely stand out. But overall here, just talking about a fantastic smattering and final big collection of music from, again, one of the very best in my opinion to ever do it when it comes to colour-based music, when it comes to infusing melody into hard-hitting and gritty electronic material. And it's good in a way that we have this opportunity to just kind of give him his flowers and just reflect on everything that he's given us music-wise over that stretch of time. And Sharks, if you are watching, you need to know that you're not letting us down in any way. I know you mentioned that towards the end of your post, but you're not letting us down at all. Again, your health, your mental health, how you are, your well-being is far more important than anything else. Do take that time to just be and exist and get back to a better place, because it sounds like you haven't quite been there for the last few years. So it's good that you are able and managing to do that. Even making this step is important. So very happy that you have been able to do that. So no, not letting us down. If anything, you're proving to be an inspiration in making this step for yourself and for your career as well. But yeah, guys, there we have it. Sharks, Viridescent Tears, the final extensive project, at least for quite a while, I think, from Sharks. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe if you're yet to. If you enjoyed this video and you like bass music content, anything bass related, we have it on this channel. And if you'd like more content from me and you want to help support the channel, my Patreon is in the description box. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you all in the next one, whatever that might be. Peace.